Imagine a place where houseplants, collectors, and sellers meet. A place to explore. A shopping paradise.
Das nochmal machen.
Our journey begins a day before the grand opening. Thanks to Pascal and friends, we had an awesome community event. There was a plant trade/gifting table and of course, bingo.
Die nächste Zahl ist N40. N40.
The day off, we were able to get in an hour early and check out all the exotic, rare and beautiful plants without the crowds. I also took the time to visit a few friends from last year and get the inside scoop on all of the hottest plants they were bringing.
Also so was Anturien angeht, würde ich die
It's my second time visiting this fair and I am still overwhelmed and in absolute awe being in the presence of so many plants and plant enthusiasts. It's the best feeling.
Wahnsinn.
If you visit this plant fair, you'll be able to experience such a variety of plants in all shapes and sizes, even if you don't buy anything. I believe it's worth to just come and look at all of these plants. It will widen your horizon for sure. This plant fair hosts over 125 private sellers and businesses all in one place. There's literally sellers from all over the world. For example, Taiwanese sellers flying in with suitcases full of imported plants, sellers from Sweden, Switzerland, Poland, the Netherlands, etc. Of course, I remember the best plant stands I saw last year. So first up, I went straight ahead to Tim's Plants. If you are on a hunt for big, variegated, beautiful plants for cheap, this is the right spot to go. And even though the gates aren't even open yet, there's business made.
Da wird direkt gekauft. Wow, wie das aussieht.
Next up, I want you to meet Christine. She's the funniest, sweetest person I met last year here in Hamm. And by now she has opened her own plant shop selling not only plants, but more importantly 3D printed planters and accessories. So if you're into little trinkets, dinosaurs or dragons, check out her shop. With all that said, let's start the shopping spree. Starting with the leaf guys, where I spotted a wishlist plant and made it the first purchase of the day. This year, I didn't put any restrictions on myself how many plants I could or could not buy, so it was really a free-for-all. I do have one restriction though, which is space. Otherwise, I would have bought this begonia tree right away. 30 bucks? Are you kidding me? That's a steal. I'm going to spoiler you right away. I have a list of regrets, meaning plants I did not buy and now regret not buying. For example, this Anthurium Wendlingeri in the back. Look how beautifully it's mounted. Oh my god, I should have bought it. I'm biting myself in the ass right now. And maybe even this Gloriosum.
Da musst du mal reinleuchten.
Wow. Das halbe Blatt ist ja heiß aus. Wow.
At Aquagenera, we all know and love them, there were some beautiful aroids, Anthurium, philodendron for awesome prices. $100 for this beast? Are you kidding me? Funnily enough, I fell in love with this fern and its weird little tendrils. Did I buy it? No. Why, you ask? I don't know. I don't know.
Ships passing in the night.
It amazes me how many special plants are all together in this one hall. There's truly something for everyone. We have carnivorous plants, orchids, and succulents as well, which are secretly my favorites and also my husband's.
Oh, da kommen die coolen, ey. Oh, Sukkulenten. Da haben wir letztes Mal die Sachen gekauft.
Ja, da haben wir, die hatten auch die süßen kleinen Töpfchen.
Mein Gott.
After securing the succulent bag, we also acquired those little plant antennae from Lenzen & Partner that almost everyone at the fair was wearing at some point. It was really funny. Next to your typical aroids, you can also find a ton of Hoyas at this plant fair. First stop was Elvira's Hoyas. She is a long-time collector and she's actively taking part in the Hoya community all over the world, and she had some pretty nice rarities for up to 500 euros per cutting on her table.
Sie ist wirklich schön. Sie hat das den ganzen Winter über.
Not me sneaking around this little oxalis for the second time around. Moving on to Harmony Plants, which is always very crowded, and I know they are in some kind of drama, although I don't know what the tea is. But I'm pretty sure I overheard something right here. The next person I was really surprised to see because I know him. I bought plants from him and he also bought Hoyas from me. So he lives where I live, and it was really fun seeing how much he has grown his plant shop.
Bitte einmal lächeln.
If you know me, you know I love a good staghorn fern, and this is exactly what this next seller does. This is hermit plants. I bought a Platycerium veitchii here last year. I really want to highlight this shop because it's one of my favorites at the whole fair. The ferns are mounted beautifully, it's really aesthetic, you have a good selection, and he was really helpful choosing the right fern for my home conditions as well.
Süß, dass er sich einfach erinnert hat.
I know staghorns are a bit of a niche in the plant community, but I really think more people should give it a go. Don't be afraid. It's not as difficult as it might look to take care of them, and they are a really beautiful addition to any home or garden area. At Heavenly Hoyas, I then found another one of my wishlist plants. Unfortunately, just a little cutting, but it's better than nothing, so I took my chances and bought it.
Yeah.
You will have to wait for the haul at the end of this video to find out what it was. And because the houseplant hobby isn't just about collecting and caring for plants, there were also a lot of artists and small businesses at this fair, selling art prints and stickers, postcards, jewelry, and plant accessories. At Botanic Craft, you could get your hands on one of those handmade glass orbs for little terrariums, and I'm not gonna lie, my husband was very close to buying one. I also want to say thank you to you guys, because there were so many of you who stopped by, said hello, had a little chat with me, and it was such a pleasure. It's just nice to connect in the real world. Back to the plants and plant accessories, my friends at the Plant Me stand had a huge ass philodendron on one of their moss poles, and it even flowered. So if this doesn't speak for itself, I don't know what is. Now a few tips for a successful MyBotanika visit. It usually gets really hot in here throughout the day, so wear something light or some clothes you can shed. Take enough breaks. Once you have your ticket or your wristband, you can go in and out however often you like. Go outside, have a breather, drink something, eat something, and then just go back in and keep shopping. Also bring something you can transport your plants in throughout the day, and also if you're there by train, something you can get them home safe in. On my way out for a break, I passed this oxalis again, and third time's the charm. I finally pulled the trigger.
Habe ich noch eine Pflanze auch, ja.
Ja, du hast noch eine Pflanze. Wo ist meine Pflanze? Mir ist hingefallen.
There is no time to waste here though, because I want to see all plants available in this haul. These terrarium plants and begonias are so freaking cute, but unfortunately I have no house to plant them in. While perusing all of the aisles and pressing myself through the crowd, I took note of some of the weirdest plants I saw that day, mostly succulents looking like brains or alien thingies. Talking about special plants, I couldn't resist those sweet little staghorn ferns. These are all Platycerium bilinski cultivars. Once these mature, they look stunning, so of course I had to make an investment into my plant future. Another contender for the weirdest plant I saw is this Solanum pyracanthum, lovingly called a fire dragon tooth because of its orange thorns. On the other hand, I was delighted to see so many begonias at the MyBotanika, and it makes me really happy that there's a lot more people appreciating all different types of plants and not just aroids. At the best plants, I found another one of my longtime wishlist plants, the Humalumina rubescens variegata, the pink variegated one. And oh my god, these plants, every time I see them, they are still so freaking expensive. These were over like €300, 380 or something. I just couldn't justify buying it. It's just too much. I'm still hoping for TC or something. One of the biggest shops at MyBotanika is definitely Pop-Off. I didn't know them before coming to the fair last year, but they are popping off. You get it? They have the Ilsamaniaes, the mint gloriosums, the mint monsteras, all of the fancy plants that I don't know anymore. They offer so many variegated billies there as well, some orchids, everything your heart desires. But my favorite actually are these Steckhorn ferns. Guess who's back from MyBotanika and has bought a lot of exciting new plants? It's me! But who am I kidding? I already came back like 3 weeks ago. So the plants are already in my home. Now I can show you how they have held up since buying them and acclimatizing them to my home. Before we dive into the plants, I want to show you this little goodie bag that we've got from Pascal and everyone who helped organize the community event. I, of course, kept my little bingo cards as a memory and our unlucky numbers, unfortunately. But then we have a little self-watering pot. I believe, yes, sponsored by the Leaf guys. We have some root, what is this? Supervit vitamins and amino acids for plants from the sponsor of the whole Botanika fair. So this is hazy. And a little root complex, root starter, plant starter sample, I would say. Then there's this little tentacle holder for your plants. So if you have very bushy plants, you can make them a little compactor. I believe this is from Christine, from Chrissy Botanical. Very happy about that because I don't own such a thing. Not from the goodie bag, but personal. I got a little keychain from Christine as well, from the Leaf pillows. Very cute. And of course, we have some sweets, some Japanese Kit Kat, wasabi and sake flavor. And of course, Pascal. I can confidently say Pascal should have his own show. He's such a great host, very natural. I loved it. Kudos to everyone who helped make this happen because it was truly special, truly a level up from the community event that I experienced before. Enough of that, let's get into the plants. Ta-da! These are all the plants I bought. Every time I come home, I am underwhelmed, to say the least, by the small amount of plants that I bought. I went in with the intention to truly just buy whatever I want or feel like buying, not really restricting myself this time. And still I ended up with 5 plants for myself and 2 plants for my husband. What the hell, guys? What happened? Like, there were a few plants I had my eye on that I kind of regret not buying, but honestly, I don't have space for big plants at the moment. I would have to move first. It's It's not possible for me. It is not. Oh, I forgot a plant. Let's go through them one by one. The first plant that I immediately had to buy was one of my longtime wishlist plants, the Dioscorea discolor from Leaf Guys. I like that it's already in a self-watering pot with substrate. This way I feel a little more confident that it's going to keep growing. I can see the roots. I know it's not going to dry out as quickly. Paid 14 euros for it. It's quite pricey considering that it's just like one cutting. I saw bigger specimen at Casa Botanica, but they were like 35 euros, I believe. So I think it's still okay. The next plant I had to sneak around quite a bit. I think I visited the shop like 3 or 4 times until I finally bought it. This Oxalis Plum Crazy. I just immediately fell in love with the little heart-shaped pink variegated Oxalis leaves. It's just too cute to pass by, and it was just 5 euros, so absolute steal and just a joy to look at. Let's talk about these two guys. These are Ledeburia. One is like white variegated on the leaves and the other one is just plain. My husband bought these actually. Both are 7 euros each. And these were just an addition for his office plants. And I have to say they just look adorable. They had them displayed in bonsai planters and you can make really, really pretty pairings with them. The next plant is one of my long time wishlist plants as well. It's a Hoya caudata Sumatra. It was 9 euros and it's just a little cutting, but unfortunately I have spotted some root mealies. I cannot tell you if the root mealies got in there like here at home or if they were already on the plant when I bought it. I think 9 euros are reasonable for this plant or for a cutting of this plant, although I would prefer to buy a larger established plant already and pay a little bit more. But I kid you not, I'm somehow not able to find a larger specimen to buy. It's either always sold out or just not offered at all, which is a shame. Moving on to another no-brainer, I bought another of these Christia obcordatas with the red stripes. I bought this last year already and it grew really well until I forgot to water it for too long and it died. So I thought, why not take this for 10 euros? Let's try again. I'm giving myself a second chance. Moving on to a very special plant, yet it looks really underwhelming at the given moment. It is a Platycerium wilinski bacteria. So these, when mature, look absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful ferns. It's currently in a prop box because it's in moss and I wanted to stay nice and moist. I paid 70 euros for this, which is quite a hefty price, but unfortunately these are just expensive babies. I got this fern at Kampung Field Ltd, which is a Taiwanese seller, and I got lots and lots of good advice, which was really nice of him. I'm going to mount it probably once I feel safe and see some new growth on here. Now the biggest plant that I bought, which is by far not the biggest plant at this expo, is this Anthurium. Let me check. Anthurium croatiae corrugado, which is a corrugated palm looking like Anthurium, and it just caught my eye immediately. I love a little bit of a eccentric or special leaf shape. I had to buy it. It was 45 euros, which is reasonable price for this size plant. Oh, side note, I bought this at the Equagenera Europe shop stand. It has gotten a little yellow tip here. It's not that big of a deal. Overall, I think the health or the condition of the plant is pristine. It's been a minute since I've done a plant haul, I believe. It was an absolute pleasure to visit the plant fair once again. I felt much more comfortable and confident because I knew some faces already. I experienced it before, so I had a lot more fun. It was a lot more chill for my nervous system. I also have to give a big thank you to my husband, who did a great job filming me running around like a chicken without a head, just running, turning and looking at plants all over. So write a comment if you agree, the footage is quite good, right? Very thankful to have him and that he accompanies me to those crazy plant events. Thank you for watching this year's MyBotanika event with me. If you're interested in the last one, check this out, and I'll see you in my next video.